Something burning here. Ooh, whoa, whoa. It's actually on fire.
We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Ooh, somebody in a nose surgery or something. Ooh, school kids. Ooh, she's taking off her clothes. Take it off, take it off. Oh, please don't start doing your makeup as well now.
According to science, the reason our mouths hang open when we're applying mascara is so spiders have a place to go when it's cold outside. You're gonna wanna apply 2 layers of mascara to finish off that natural spring look. Ew, what is happening? Oh, fuck, it's the Poe.
Whoa, bloody bird. Torches for sale. Let's look at this speed camera. The only ticket I got was on this road too. The other day I was editing my videos. Just caught my eye on the dash. Right at the bottom of my screen, all of a sudden I saw a red light flash. I said, oh, is it my eyes just playing tricks on me, you know? So I looked again, I'm rewinding it and then playing it, rewinding it and playing it again to make sure. Because it was like a brief second, you know, and it happened like a couple of times. So when I was looking at it, it's just around here. A red light I could see, and I'm thinking, what can that be? And I'm thinking, I'm sure it's only the indicators there. There's no other lights that should be there, and they're green anyway. And then I had to go to my manual to make sure. It took me honestly 5 minutes to realize it was actually the reflection of my GoPro's red light flashing. Honestly, it makes you worry though, doesn't it? Anything that flashes on your screen. What is it? Whether it's a car or a bike, it's all the same. Don't want any red flashing lights. Especially when they're red. They're red for a reason. Oh, further up, you won't be able to see it. It looks like a massive dust cloud. What is that? I don't want to go through there. Look at this. Is it dust cloud? Is it... what the hell is it? No, it's not. I can smell like burning. Something burning here. Ooh, whoa, whoa. It's actually on fire. Fucking hell. Can you see? Whoa. Whoa, honest to God, it's actually burning Range Rover. Unless they change the law, I don't know. Because, I don't know, I've been there for 16 years now. In Turkey, it used to be compulsory. One of the things you have to carry in your car is a fire extinguisher. You know, as well as a first aid kit. So, if that car had a fire extinguisher, I don't know how brave that woman would be, but you would try to tackle it yourself, wouldn't you? Especially if it's your car. This is the society we're becoming. The woman's car is on fire, that is burning. And I'm thinking, shall I actually stop somewhere and like mate? Shall I actually stop there and just record it for vlog purposes? There goes the fire brigade. They're thinking, we got a live one, boys, we got a live one. Between all the fake calls we get, we actually got one. I wonder if they get excited. Not in a happy way, but adrenaline starts pumping, doesn't it?
Staying alive.
Look at that pink fluffy dice on the dash. Not on the dash, on the mirror. Got his old timer with his little white socks. Bless him. It was again on this road. Not just here, but obviously on this route that I'm following, let's say. I had my missus in the car with me, daughter at the back. And we're just driving. One of those little towns I sort of drive past normally. And there was this car, I can't remember what it was, but in the distance I saw something happen. There was a 4x4 behind it, and then I saw the 4x4 sort of braking and then overtaking him and beeping his horn and all that. Obviously I wasn't sure what was going on there. And then obviously once this 4x4 overtook this car, so I'm behind him. I don't know, it might be like this sort of a distance, like me in this white car in front of me at the moment. And all of a sudden, and there's no cars in front of me, and this guy just slams on his brake. So obviously I had to do the same, and I stopped, and I just pulled up right next to him, and I said, what the fuck are you doing? And he says to me, oldish guy, says, oh, what is it with the back of my car? Everybody likes it so much today and all that, they're following too close. So basically, he decided that I was following him too close, and then to teach me a lesson, he slams on his brake. What a dickhead. And I say, oh, I don't even know what I said, but I just say, you're a fucking idiot, and I just like drove, you know, just carried on driving, because I could just strangle that guy if I stayed there. So anyway, I'm carrying on driving, came to a set of traffic lights, and then who stops behind me? This guy. And I know those traffic lights don't change very quick, so I had a bit of a time. And I just had to get it out of my chest. And I got out and I went to him, and Mrs. telling me, oh, stop in the car. I said, no. I went to him, I said, what the fuck is your problem? What was that stunt that you were pulling? And he says, you know. And I said, look, one of these days you carry on doing that, because I'm assuming he did the same thing to that 4x4 as well, and that was why that car was beeping at him too. I said, you do that, you're gonna cause an accident. And I said, not just that, one of these days somebody's gonna kick the shit out of you. And the reason it's not me today is I got my missus in the car and I got my 2-year-old daughter in the car, I said. And I just like hit his mirror, I think, with my hand. And mirror just fall. They said, oh, I got your license plate, I'm gonna call the police. I said, do whatever the fuck you want. I just didn't give a shit at the time. And anyway, so wherever we were going, we went to our own business, and then we headed home. As soon as we pulled up on the driveway, the police car just appeared on the street, and it's a traffic cop, I could tell. And then I said to Mrs., you wait and see, that's coming for me. And then 2 minutes later, somebody's knocking on the door. The police officer, I said, come on in, pal, I know where you're, come on in. Anyway, he says, oh, can you tell me what happened? And I said, this happened. And he says, oh, and he also said that you hit his car, you damaged his car. And he says, oh, you looked at his car and there was no damage. And I said, look, I didn't, obviously I had to lie. I'm not going to say, yeah, I punched his mirror. But I said, look, I'm Turkish. Just like Italians, we like to use our hand gestures when we talk and etc. And with the heat of the moment, as I'm waving my hands around, I think I might have caught his mirror. He said, oh yeah, that's fine, because I looked at it and there was no damage to his mirror or anything, so there was no issue. And then I said to him, look, this is what this guy did. And I said, at the end of the day, officer, I said, it's his word against my word. You're here, you're wasting your time, you're wasting my time. I know you have to follow it up, but there's not much you can do. He said, no, you're absolutely right. And then he just thanked me and he just left, basically, and that was the end of it. But I said, what a dick. Where it says Hako on this machine, or however you read it, I read this Hako. That used to be my nickname while I was in Turkey. Short for Hakan. Obviously that's H-A-K-N. But people in show used to call me Huckle. Now then, the question is, do I go this way, all the way there with the traffic light, or should I just come out of there, where it actually says no right turn? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No cars there. Bang on the traffic there. I might just carry on this way, really. Well, if you remember, this morning when I was going to work, there was a car on fire. Quite interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what happened to that one. Whether it's still at the roadside. We'll see in a minute. And if it is at the roadside, I would like to stop and show you that car, but it's on the other side of the road, so I don't know, we'll see. Look at that queue. Is that a Tesla? Well, you don't see Teslas often here. That is a Tesla Model S. Look at that. Nice car. I'm curious, what's the going price for that in England? Oh, looks like that Range Rover is gone. There. You can see there all the burn marks. Well, they were quick. Triumph. And a Honda. No, not a Honda, it's a bloody BMW. Listen to that Triumph. Exhaust pipes on both sides. Now then, see where this road takes us. Oh, cyclist! Pow, pow, pow! Get him out the way. What sort of a stupid bridge is this? It's like, it's not enough that it's narrow, they put these bloody things. Canal boats were coming there. Is it for my sake you're slowing down? Yeah. Just honestly, guys, he just pulled up to let me go. Ooh, that tractor, Jesus. If that ran me over, don't bother calling the paramedics. Just call the funeral home. Did you see the size of that? Ah, look at these cyclists holding up the traffic. Wow, cool. That's one way to advertise your business. It says Volkswagen specialist. And can you imagine if you're a Volkswagen specialist and you're driving a Merc or a BMW or something? Instead they chopped off a camper van. Oh, sugar. It's isn't a helmet. Can't even close your mouth. I could have gone, but why make people uneasy? Stork, this pub, restaurant, whatever the hell this is, came once. Look at this old car. It came once as a family, there's a few of us, and they just said to us they ran out. They ran out of almost everything. Fucking hell, what sort of business runs out of food? You're a restaurant. And people come in between the hours of, you know, you're serving, and then you're saying that you ran out of food. Police car, hello. Nice job sitting in an estate BMW. Do you know that feeling where you drive past a police car, a stationary police car, and now you check in your mirrors, is he coming? Is he after me? All these police cars got ooh. That ooh was that little slight losing control there, because look, you see these gaps on the road? My wheel just got into one of those. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, all these police cars got AMPR, automatic number plate recognition. And for those of you who doesn't know what it is, it scans your registration number plate when you ride past or drive past. And then it alerts the police driver if you haven't got an MOT or tax or insurance, or your reg is in their database for whatever reason, you know. Sometimes, I mean, if you're buying second-hand cars, it matters where you buy the car from as well. If you're buying second-hand cars, especially if they're cheap, well, not necessarily have to be cheap, but most of the time they are cheap cars, and it is recorded in police database if they got involved in crime in the past. Sometimes they still stop this car. Years later, if it pops up on their system, they just stop you. If, for example, one of the previous owners got involved in drug trafficking or selling drugs, whatever, they would just randomly stop you and do a drug search. So anyway guys, thank you for watching again. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the videos, and I'll catch up with you on the next vlog.